Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make an endive salad today. First I show you my main ingredient, that is the base for the composition of the flavor of the dressing and the texture. And so this is endives. Yeah, these are firm leaves. This is maybe, I can call it the queen of the salads. Yeah, it's a very firm leaf. Yeah, not as firm as kale. It's a different one, but among the salads, it is maybe the most nutrient dense. And it's very nice. I can store it in the refrigerator for long. It's very easy to store. It has a slightly bitter flavor. Oftentimes, that means that there are more nutrients. Bitter flavor is for cleansing the liver and the gallbladder and so it's very healthy, but it is nice to balance it. It's not very bitter, but it is nice to balance it. Other ingredients. They can be either the sour and the citrus flavors they can balance, or they can be hot too, or like olives, strong flavors, intense flavors. They can balance these bitter flavors. So this is the base. I have to know what flavor is dominant, what texture is dominant for the dressing. I make a mayonnaise, macadamia mayonnaise. Blend it in my blender. And I have here some macadamias, a handful of macadamias. And this is a little bit more than usual, but this may be a little bit too much. I will take some out. It's a little bit too much. Don't need that much. Just take a little bit out. Too much. So a handful. This is maybe half a cup or so. Not too much. Otherwise I end up with too much dressing. I don't want to have that much dressing today. And mayonnaise, that means a little bit more fat. And the creamy texture from the avocados is perfect to make a mayonnaise. You can make a sesame mayonnaise, half an avocado, medium to small avocado. You can make a sesame mayonnaise, cashew mayonnaise. This is here macadamia mayonnaise. All have different flavors, different textures, different nutritious values. So, and now mayonnaise for my dressing is a little bit more sour, so I have apple cider vinegar. You could also take lemon, but apple cider vinegar is a little bit sharp as compared to lemons. A very strong acidic flavor. I like it. Apple cider vinegar and macadamias have a similar flavor, not sharp, but they have a firm, a strong flavor, like a cheesy flavor a little bit. That's why it's so nice together with apple cider vinegar. And now the seasoning. First, the base is pepper and salt. This is classic, black pepper and salt, teaspoon each. And here, something special, very nice with mayonnaise is here. This is onion powder and this is garlic powder. You can make it yourself, or you can also buy it. And if you don't have garlic powder, all you notice is a small amount of garlic powder only, because it's very strong in flavor. Here a little bit more of onion powder. This is not so strong. There is the sharpness of the onion is not here, but the earth flavor, the umami flavor of the onion is in here. Very nice for mayonnaise. As I said, garlic powder, a little bit less. Just take not too much. It can be can ruin everything. So. And you can also take a piece of garlic, also nice, or a very tiny piece of onion. If you take the fresh onion here, be very careful. This has a different flavor. Only take a very gentle onion, and a small amount. And then it works maybe. So I prefer the powders. They have a very nice flavor for seasoning. So here, a little bit water to begin. Not too much. I will adjust the texture after the blending. First blending. Our ingredients, let's see. shorter because I will make a second blending when the macadamias, they sit for a while after the first blending, and then they get creamier and soak, and then I can make a second blending to make the perfect mayonnaise texture. That looks also very nice already. I will taste it now. Flavor check. Wow, amazing, wonderful. I'll show you in a moment. As I said, I will blend a second time and perhaps add a little bit more water. But for now, I quickly put my ingredients together, the main ingredients. As I said, endives first. This is the base of the salad. Yeah. Just 3 or 4 or 5 leaves. Yeah. Take them from outside, wash the leaves, and then cut it into small stripes because this is a little bit of bitter flavor. If you put it into small pieces, like this stripe, the classic way to make endive salad is with these stripes. You see, this is what I always do with endives. My mother did it already, because then you can easier balance the bitter flavor with the other ingredients as they combine in the mouth easier when they are. And also the liquid is running out of the leaves when it's cut into the dressing and vice versa, so the flavor is balancing out with the other ingredients. One very nice to balance are these tomatoes. They are unique in every kitchen. You cannot replace tomatoes by anything, so especially for salads they are wonderful. Yeah, I love tomatoes in salads. Yeah, they are so unique. Yeah. They balance so much out. You can salt them, you can put onions on tomatoes. These wonderful healthy onions, they're also very sharp. Onions, you know, raw onions. I cut them in small pieces for the same reason. So they balance their flavor out. The liquid is running out and combining with the other flavors to a nice new flavor. And so they have first main 3 ingredients. They are very nice together. Endives, tomatoes, and onions. Then on a second trinity, a triple, they are always triples. They make always a triple, makes a new complex flavor unit. So I always work with triplets, because I work with complexities. Yeah, this is a new flavor, is made up by 3 flavors minimum. 2 flavors is too little. You have a very big chance with 2 ingredients only to taste each of the single ingredients. You know exactly what is where, and then maybe you have not a new flavor, you have still 2 flavors. But with 3 ingredients, already 6 options to combine, so it's hard to discriminate. So that's why I think with 3 ingredients, with a new unit begins. Just an idea. And now, the second triplet here, I have here avocados. Yeah. Also very nice to balance bitter flavors, because they have fat, and the fat is also a neutralizer and carries other flavors. So very nice. Another fatty ingredient is walnuts. And the third here, a handful of walnuts, crunchy, very nice with the endives. And black olives, also very nice with endives, and also with the mayonnaise, and with the avocados, the tomatoes. All these ingredients are very nice balanced. The second triplet you see are more fatty ingredients. They are balancing, they're different texture, and they are very nutrient dense. It's a wonderful salad. When it's done, I show you. Look, it's so beautiful. You see, it's a wonderful picture. All these colors, all these textures. And now I will continue. I'm going to finish my mayonnaise. I'm going to make a second blending to make it really creamy. And yes, I will put a little bit more water, as now the nuts have soaked a little bit more. It's also important for the flavor to have the right amount of water. Otherwise, the flavors, the little particles, they are too much together, too close together, and they don't reach everywhere. So with a perfect amount of water, perfectly balanced flavor. Especially when you don't have a power blender, as this is pretty more expensive, the power blenders. But if you don't have one, a simple blender for $100 or so, you can do with that also. You simply soak the nuts before, some hours, and then you don't need that harder blending, and you ground your pepper, for example. You can use another blender, a simple blender too. And you can always do the second blending. That makes also it easier for the blender. With a power blender you can do all-in-one blending. You put the ingredients just in. It does everything, but I prefer a second blending too. Let's taste it now. Wonderful. You know, the dressing for a salad usually is more intense than you want to taste in the salad, because the salad leaves and the other things, they dilute the flavor of the dressing because it gets everywhere, and so you over season the dressing usually. It's here too. I wouldn't eat it as is, but for the salad it's perfect. I will show you now the dressing, what it looks like. I can taste it. It's so wonderful, so warming. It's a really wonderful creamy dressing. This macadamia mayonnaise, see, very nice. The perfect texture for this wonderful salad. All these crunchy, firm ingredients, and with less and more water. The olives have less water. The walnuts have less water. Tomatoes are very high in water. The onions too. So very broad range of textures and flavors to balance this bitter flavor of the endives. Greens are every day, you know. This is a very healthy salad and very nutrient dense, and it will take some time until I have to eat again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. It's an invitation to my virtual kitchen. Every day you can subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Every day you have a new recipe. The same way I learned cooking when I was little. The grandma and the aunties around our house, the village, always could go to the kitchen and peek in and hang out with them. They showed me everything, and I could help a little bit. So that's why I'm inspired to make this kind of videos. And yeah, you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, everywhere on the social media where I appear. You can also ask questions, give recommendations, and also if you don't understand the language perfectly, I'm not a native speaker, you know, so you can always ask, no problem. Thanks for watching again.